Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is October 20th, 2022, and today is Thursday morning. So once again, we're watching the Japanese yen hit new record lows versus the dollar. It's hitting 149, closer to that 150 level. But first, major economic events scheduled for today at 2:30 South African time out of the United States. Manufacturing index coming out. And then as we continue with our corporate earnings season, Phillip Morris, largest tobacco company in the world, and Blackstone, a major investment company in the States, are coming out with their corporate earnings reports today. Now, as we look at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the major pairs pretty much drifting while the Japanese yen continues to slide. Looking at the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ both fizzle out. And looking at commodities, gold slides lower while oil takes a swing on the upside and gains. Looking at stocks, they're mixed. And lastly, cryptocurrencies unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we are. We're looking at the USD Japanese yen, and look at that, 149.98, just shy of 150. And what did I tell you guys? I mean, if we can pass to 147, 145, 138, all these numbers, they just, once you start making new all-time highs, that's it. You're just going to continue making those new time highs. Now, 150 is a round-up number, and psychologically, it is an important number. But if it does break that above 155, then we could hit 160 and then closer to 102. This is like way ahead, but this is still happening as we're talking right now. So this is something that's still on the upside, okay? I mean, all intents and purposes, we're just making new highs just as we speak. Now, looking at the other major pairs, the Euro USD, just trading in a tight range, just still in that downwards momentum. And hear me out here. If we look at this, okay, this is still a downwards momentum line, okay? So as long as it doesn't, pass that 198.90-ish level, this is still going down, okay? As it may have taken a breather and may have just traded sideways for a little bit, but honestly speaking, it's still in a downwards trend. Now, as we look at the Gbp Usd, just trading sideways here, not really trading, drifting mostly. The Australian dollar also drifting sideways as well. Now, jumping into commodities, gold trades lower to 1630 as we look at it right now, breaks that 1650-ish level and just continues to slide. Oil, though, took a different turn, went on the upside to $85 a barrel. So this is something important as it's breaking those two moving averages here on a 4-hour chart and just trading above the 30-day moving average on a daily chart. So that's important. Okay, so just keep that in mind, both of these items. Now, looking at the U.S. market, starting out with the Dow Jones, just slightly lower this morning, 30,377. Not doing much here, okay? It is just trading above that 30,000 level, but still, I would say there is some room for downside momentum as the stocks are drifting lower. The NASDAQ also drifting a little bit lower to 11,000. Now, when we look at the individual stocks, Alcoa actually trading lower, okay? This is actually an important stock. If you look at Jpmorgan, also recovered a little bit yesterday after that decent sell-off, okay, but we are right there. That is a support level, has been a support level before and a resistance level before, so this is an area of interest at this 116. When we look at Apple, it has traded a little bit higher here. If we look at Facebook, trading sideways. So stocks are drifting, okay? We do have major information coming out next week with the corporate earnings for the FANG stocks, so that's still on the horizon. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, this is where it gets really delusional and just unbelievable. I mean, who would have thought Bitcoin would get to the point that it's trading in a $200 range? And that is a pretty tight range to speak of. So keep that in mind, as this is really just very, very tight altogether. It's really hard to pick this up. Don't focus on this. I'm covering it because it's a popular currency. It's a popular symbol. But really, all intents and purposes, stay away from Bitcoin until there's some sort of movement, either up or down. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day.